I would like everyone to meet Suboptima. She was annoyed that her older brother got a YouTube series on a channel with less than 100 subscribers, so she decided to create her own. In that, she's going to be setting herself a challenge that not even her brother could complete. That challenge? She can't train any skill she hasn't unlocked via quests. She can't do any skill training that's not available outside of quests. And what's the end goal of all this? Same as her brother's first goal. Quest Cape. The race is on to see who wins. So what we're looking at to start out with, by the way, is three combat stats between Goblin Diplomacy and Imp Catcher. A Doric's Quest, I will claim, will allow me to basically choose one mine that I can get all the resources that I need from during the duration of the quest, which I can then use to get my mining level up during that quest, because, again, not buying the ores from the Grand Exchange. Night Sword will give me smithing, which is pretty damn useful. Rune Mysteries will give me rune crafting, which isn't great, but it's something more than nothing. Witch's Potion will give me... Witch's Potion and Imp Catcher will both also give me magic. Actually, that... Demon Slayer, I'm going to claim Demon Slayer gives me another combat stat to round out the trio. This, by the way, Restless Ghost, because of how prayer training works, I'm going to basically say that with prayer, I'm going to be allowed to train it wherever I need just by burying bones of stuff that I kill with other combat stats once I unlock them. Dude, with all this stuff going on in the background, I'm going to be really happy to actually be able to say that I got this first video done. Because I've been recording for 45 minutes now, and I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be. You know what, I'm actually going to turn back. I was going to get both Rune Mysteries and Imp Catcher started, but I just realized that if I do it in that order, I am legitimately going to lock myself out of another skill, because if I don't do Witch's Potion first, that Witch's Potion will unlock me magic, which means Imp Catcher, I'm gonna say, gives me another different skill. Now, if I do Imp Catcher first, Imp Catcher would give me magic, and then Witch's Potion would just stack on top of it, unfortunately. But because I want another way to be able to kill imps so I can get beads, I don't want my unlock for doing Imp Catcher to be magic, because imps... I don't want to train magic on imps. Imps are already going to be a pain in the ass for a low-level account to deal with as is, so... Basically, this first episode is going to be a lot of unlocking of skills, which will then be... I will be training either on stream at some point or off camera, just so I can get them all done, more or less. I forget which thing she needs. Ingredients. She needs an Eye of Newt, I know that. A rat's tail and an onion. Oh, wait! Actually, both of these have to unlock me a combat skill, because the rat's tail is limited to only being a drop of giant rats. Yeah, I have to kill a level 1 rat, which should be around here somewhere. With that, I'm actually going to say that I'm going to unlock strength first, because strength will make leveling combat the easiest if I unlock it first. So we're just going to go ahead and kick this rat to death, which unlocks a training method. I can now train combat stats on rats. Not going to get me a whole lot of experience, but it is an option at the very least. Now the problem is, even though I've started Restless Ghost, I technically still don't have access to prayer training. So if I kill any rats or anything that can give me prayer experience, I can't do anything with like the imp ashes or the bones that I would acquire from killing those things. I know rats don't drop bones, but giant rats do. They're counted separately. I'm not going to claim that I get giant rats for unlocking rats, but I do need to kill a giant rat as well. Oh, actually, I get an option here of choosing what meat it is to burn. The wiki guide says that I could kill either giant rats or cows as 2 easy options. Oh, I can equip combat equipment finally now that I have strength. And the thing with both of these is I can get a looting bag from killing giant rats, which will be very helpful to progress. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go get my equipment out of the bank. I can start working on killing giant rats. Well, they have to be allowed because I have to get meat and burn it somehow. That. I don't have enough money for the wizard's hat, otherwise I would absolutely buy it. And I wish I could do this. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure we'll ever get woodcutting unless we get a lamp for it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We're going to be doing X marks the spot later on to get that lamp. And I'm going to look into what other quests I actually need to have a lamp unlock for. Or like what skills would help with that. That I wouldn't unlock any other way. Because I will eventually unlock most, if not most of these skills. I think the only two I can't unlock by questing are fire making and fishing. Oh no, there's a woodcutting as well. Woodcutting, fire making, and fishing I cannot unlock. All right, so where does this guide say that I need to kill rats? This is north of the chapel graveyard, southeast of Remington. Chapel. It's up here. Okay, so it's literally by Port Sarum. Oh, which means even though this quest literally doesn't do anything, it just gives me resources. I can start Pirate's Treasure, which doesn't give me any experience reward, but it does give me resources to, you know, sell, money to get, that kind of thing, which will be helpful, even though it's not going to sell for a whole hell of a lot. So this is going to be super rough, because I have to kill this thing and try not to die, otherwise I'm going to lose all of my fucking progress. Whoops, I got attack experience again. Whoops. Dear viewer, I am honestly not trying to get attack experience. I am honestly trying to do the normal thing. Now, I guess I can talk about this right now. There are a couple of things that a couple of exceptions, I guess, that I had to make while I was working on the rules for this account. The big one being Slayer. Slayer is going to be a skill that I'm allowing myself access to whatever the Slayer monster, Slayer task is for only the duration of that Slayer task and only that monster. I am not going to allow myself, can't do anything with those yet. I am not going to allow myself to, oh wait, I can't use that one because that would give me fishing, would give me cooking experience if I'm successful. I can't use this teleport? Oh, because I was walking. Oh, that's weird. Okay. That would give me cooking experience if I'm successful cooking it the first time. So I actually have to go back to Lumbridge Castle in order to train this properly. Dude, I'm going to look like an absolute fucking noob later on because I'm only going to have access to like a handful of things. Okay, it did burn. Good. That's what I wanted. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I do that, I just realized... because I'm back here, I can actually go talk to the ghost, since I think I have the amulet on, right? Also, I decided to just equip the 25 arrows that I got starting on Tutorial Island, rather than waste a bank slot. I'm not going to use them until we have access to ranged as a training method. Okay. Oh, I have to talk to the ghost, right? I don't have to talk to this idiot. They'll just be there. It'll be like added weight that'll definitely slow me down with time, but ranged will be unlocked eventually. But these will just be weighing me down until I unlock ranged as a skill. They'll just be in that slot rather than wasting space in the bank. Now we just go to Wizard's Tower, which let's see, that would give me access to another. I can start Rune Mysteries, completion of which will allow me to get rune crafting, which, you know, whatever. Can't even get, like... I'm not even sure how I'm really gonna get a lot of the talismans, because I think the only talismans that I can get access to are the ones that imps drop. Cows don't drop, like, anything. Oh, also, forgot to mention this earlier in the episode, but, random events. The Genie and Dunce random events will also be giving me tomes, and or lamps, depending on the event, respectively. Those are not allowed to be used on skills that I have not unlocked yet. Those are not like free unlocks. I have to get the unlocks via quests specifically. Those will be restricted to being used on skills that I have unlocked at that point. Those are also to be expended immediately, just like a quest reward or a diary reward. Forgot to mention, I'm also doing the diary to give myself a little bit more leniency in what I'm allowed to do, but that's a members thing, so that'll be after free to play. So I can go get the skull and start Rune Mysteries now. And once all this, if I have all the skills unlocked, then obviously rewards can go to whatever. Wait, I don't get it here? I thought you could unlock, you could start Rune Mysteries here. I guess it's only at Aubrey's shop? Oh, wait, it's at Lumbridge. Oh, I'm so dumb. I haven't done Rune Mysteries in so long that you don't actually get... I've done Rune Mysteries in so long that I forgot how you unlock it. It's literally something that you start by unlocking in Lumbridge Castle. I'm so dumb, dude. Well, I have to go back anyway to finish Restless Ghost. Hold on. Go back in. We have to go unlock. This is the one that I want. Give me a quest, Ms. Gog. Give me a quest or else I'll beat you up, nerd. Start Imp Catcher. I'm honestly gonna say right now that I need to unlock combat magic by doing 2 magic quests. So I have to do both Witch's Potion and Imp Catcher to get it, because they just give like passive combat experience, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. Oh, by the way, since I just started Imp Catcher, that's going to give me another unlock. I'm going to make that unlock attack. I'm going to make that unlock attack so I can wield better weapons, which will also enhance my strength bonus. With strength also came HP. So we've unlocked attack, strength, go up. We can go down because I have to talk to the Duke. That's Sigmund. Duke Horatio. We've unlocked attack, strength. We're about to unlock prayer. We'll get both versions of magic. I'm working on getting rune crafting. We've unlocked crafting, regular crafting, cooking, and that's it right now. Dude, not having any agility levels and having to fucking basically run around with a goddamn weapon on me at all times right now is... And realistically, I don't know if I can... Well, no, I think I can actually get the graceful outfit if I play my cards right. Alright, that's Restless Ghost done, as we watch this janky-ass cutscene play out for the 1000th time on YouTube. Man, I thought I was so cool for figuring this shit out when I was a kid. And getting fucking level 10 prayer or whatever, level 9. I didn't realize that there were training others. But also, that unlocks us prayer training by burying bones and scattering ashes. English ashes or whatever it is. Now we head back to the Wizard's Tower. If I see any imps, that's really why I have to walk around with this fucking garbage duct taped to my ass. Because if there's any imps, I have to immediately try to attack them for any experience I can get. Probably mention also to everyone watching, even though I can access the cook's range and do whatever breads I have access to, or pies, or pizzas, or whatever, I can't actually make them until I have seen somebody collect water in a bucket. That's a restriction I'm going to place on myself because it wasn't part of the cook's assistant quest. Like, yeah, technically I could justify that it's like, it's putting water in a bucket. You just put bucket under water. Done. It's on. It's filled. I don't see it that way. I didn't actually see that as part of the quest, so I'm going to say that I need to figure out an alternative way to... And then this guy's going to give me the Aubrey item, which will eventually mean that I have to go to Varrock. The sad thing is, like, even if I do rune crafting before I fully unlock mining, via Doric's quest, I can't train rune crafting until I get to the Essence Mine, which is really gonna suck, dude. Oh, hello, sir. I would very much appreciate it if you would not do that. So eventually, when I get to Goblin Diplomacy, the only way that I have to get Goblin Armor that I need for that quest is to kill Goblins, so I will unlock that as a training method as well as another combat skill, which kind of has to be defense, honestly, because I need to be able to wear decent armor against Elvarg during Dragon Slayer 1, so defense has to be my last combat skill that I unlock via those quests. I might justify getting access to ranged. I need to figure out a way that I can get access to ranged as well, because I'm gonna need it eventually. Have all of your ingredients, my friend. Alright. Got us access to utility magic, and utility magic alone. Very nice. Now, Imp Catcher is going to take a lot fucking longer, because I need to, of course, find imps. I know there's one that spawns in the GE, and I know of a couple of other potential spawns I could use, because I don't really want to use the GE for that. 6 copper. So, the Remington mine could actually be a place I could train mining, because it has all 3 types of ores for Doric's quest. In fact, I might actually make this the one. The problem is, like, it's nowhere near a bank. I think the nearest bank is the deposit box on the Port Sarim docks next to the Antrana boat, which I don't even know if you can access at my level. The only other one that's close by would be the Crafting Guild one, which I need, what level is it, 32? Crafting needs to get redone anyway, but it does not actually say. So I'm gonna... Oop! I need to kill you. Come here, you. I need to fight you. Nerd. Get your ass back over here. Give me your beads. I'm gonna head up right now, and I'm gonna go to Goblin Village. So I can at least start Goblin Diplomacy, so I have that. Since imps and goblins are going to be my 2 main training methods until I can complete both of those quests. Well, even after. I think goblins might even be the one after, because I have to... I mean, sitting and waiting for an imp to respawn is going to be a fucking nightmare, to be totally honest. Here we go. Jesus, man. And nothing. And no, I'm not allowing myself access to player-owned houses unless it's my own host membership. And I'm not allowing myself access to others. I'm not allowing myself access to the Chaos Altar, I think it's called, in the wilderness. I've never actually trained out there. I have no idea. Mining Guild will be helpful if I get it before Dragon Slayer. This is way down the road, but I'm thinking... I'm going through all the quests in my head right now, and I know the 2 that I kind of need to do relatively early on, comparatively, are going to be a Porcine of Interest and Daddy's Home. It's a mini quest that gives you access to... A Porcine of Interest will give me Slayer, and Daddy's Home will give me... We'll get Doric's and Goblin Diplomacy, since Doric's is on the way. It's always been very funny to me that Doric just kind of lives out here on his fucking own. I wanted to use your anvils. Okay, so that gives me the Remington mine, and once it's done, I can mine at the Remington mine to level up. I won't actually need to. Okay, I'll be back soon. There we go. Alright. So now I have to get my hands on both Goblin Armor and Dye. The only way that my account can get access to both of those things, well, to one of those things, is by killing goblins. So what I'm going to be doing a lot in Lumbridge to start out until I have the 3 armors I need. And then I have to go buy the dyes from Hetty, I think her name is, who lives in Draenor. So it'll get me more crafting experience, which won't ultimately help me in the long run, but it gives me access to another training method. You can get a good good few things. You can get air talismans from them, which is very good. That'll help with rune crafting a little bit. So I know this isn't technically on the quest list. I'm debating whether or not I'm allowed to do it. I think I'm going to allow myself to do the Stronghold of Security eventually. I'm not going to do it right now because I have stuff that I need to keep a hold of. Bronze pickaxe probably won't be worth that much, but it's not a quest, so I don't think it's viable. I think I may have to leave the 10,000 gold that I could get from it sitting down there. Let me know what you guys think. If I should be allowed to... I don't think I should be allowed to claim what's in the Stronghold of Security, but if you guys think I should, if I see enough of it, I'll go down there before the next episode is released and get that stuff out, so I have a little bit of cash to work with. And we have finally gotten to Varrock, which is super awesome. Dude, you know what I just realized? The only smithing training I can actually do with how my account is currently set up is by getting to level 29 by doing Knight's Sword. That is the only training I can do because I think the only... Well, no, I have to give myself access because for Knight's Sword you need other bars of some kind so that the sword can be made. So you do get access to it. I need to figure out what I'm going to allow myself... Oh, there's a crash star here. What I'm going to allow myself access to for that. Oh, there's a mugger. Aubrey, there's a man beating people up outside your shop. Take this. Oh, I love fetch quests. Alright, let's hit the bank. I'm absolutely never going to be able to do that as this account. I've never done that as my on my main account, to be totally honest. Although I have a high enough mining level that I absolutely could, but I just don't pay attention to it, and this is the first one I've ever run into, honestly, so. Alright. Head back to the Wizard's Tower. On the way, I'm definitely going to need to grab X marks the spot so I can start working on it. I'm going to collapse as many things as I can into this video. Inner clue scrolls. Thanks, Vios. I don't care about Koran. Oh, it's the Bob clue. Hold on. Let me look this up because I don't want to screw around with it. Is there a spawn in Lumbridge? Hold on. There's not a spawn of them in Lumbridge, which is unfortunate. But there is one at Sarah's farming shop south of Falador, so I can easily get one there. I have to head that way anyway, I'm pretty sure.